Here we see Charles Mounier in his modern critical edition of the Canons and Acts of the African Councils say, among the documents of the law of the ancient churches, the canons of the African councils hold no small place. He goes on to say that Latin copies were translated into Greek and were admitted into the sources of Byzantium law, pointing to the Council of Trullo as an example. Schaff and Company also affirm that the canons of the North African councils were translated into Greek, but are uncertain about when exactly the translation happened. They say certainly before the Council of Trullo in 692 AD, which accepted and confirmed the canons, but like Charles Mounier, don't go any further than that. But German scholar and evangelical Lutheran pastor Heinz Ohme can apparently do better than Schaff and points out that there is good evidence Justinian had Greek copies of the North African Code by about the year 550 AD. Justinian wrote a letter that contains a verbatim citation of Canon 81 from the African Code. At the very least, the entire body of African canons shows up in the Greek canonical collections toward the end of the 6th century in a document called the Syntagma 14 Titulorum. This evidence paves the way for further authoritative affirmations of the North African Code and its biblical canon at the ecumenical councils of Constantinople III in 681 and Nicaea II in 787, as well as the Eastern Council of Trullo in 692. Though we don't know the precise date or author of the Greek translation of the African Code, Ohme confirms what seems to be the consensus theory that Latin canonist Dionysius Exiguus is the source or basis on which Greek translations were made. Ohme points to various details supporting this, like the numeration, the ordering, and literary dependency.